This presentation is brought to you by the Electronic Motor Racing Network. We are a for-hire broadcaster. If you would like us to stream your league, contact DayPaulB661 on Discord, member number 1015. Thank you, and enjoy the race.
And welcome to Chicago Speedway. You are watching the Captain TV Open Wheel Series on the Electronic Motor Racing Network. This is the second race of the doubleheader this evening, and the top 10 inverted from the street course. With us this evening is Sam Fontaine, finished P10 in the street course race. Going to start on the pole tonight, Sam. What are you looking forward to? You drew the golden ticket.
Yeah, we just want to race, have fun, try to finish the race well, and who knows, maybe finishing on the podium.
Absolutely, buddy. Well, you're working around track here, going to come to get the green flag, so we'll let you get back to it. Keep your fenders clean, man. Pay attention to those big drafts, all right?
Yes, thanks, sir.
All right, we'll talk to you at the end of the race, buddy. Good luck. All right, so there's your pole sitter. And starting to his outside is going to be the 48 of Corey Melton. And then right behind him is the 23 of Joey Ladesseur starting third. And then we're going to have the 83 of Jacob Locklear starting P4. Right. And P5, Ryan Whitaker. And P6, Dan Morera in the 26. As these guys are letting the pace car run away right now. And we're going to be getting the green flag. No apron again this week. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, green flag is coming. I was like, that pace car is staying out there a long time. Green is out. Sam Fontaine takes up. Everybody coming up through the gears here at Chicago Speedway.
All 6 of them. And Corey Melton already with an aggressive move to get to the outside of Sam Fontaine there.
Yeah, he's normally a patient driver, but look how close those drivers are. And even back in the field, the side-by-side guys are getting very close.
Got to have a lot of trust in that car on the inside, not to that they're not going to get loose on you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're watching these guys out front here as we got a side-by-side battle for second place. Fontaine on the bottom. And Ladesseur on the top. There's needs to be a lot of patience. 67 laps, but that is not a long time to go. as we've got 25-second lap times here, but you could end your race early if you make an aggressive move early in this race.
Mm-hmm. And that, as we saw last week at Auto Club, that could wreck a whole lot of cars too. So you really got to be careful.
Yeah, and Race Control made a statement before this race started. They are going to be watching the blocking moves. So that we've seen drivers penalized for blocking the last handful of weeks. At Watkins Glen, we saw it. At Auto Club last week, we saw it. So Race Control, and there's the crash. Oh, they saved it somehow.
Wow,
In the
I
back,
didn't see it.
Robbie Audi. I don't know. I just happened to be looking back there.
What happened, Jesse?
It was. They just touched wheels. He and it looks like that was Scott Wise touched wheels in turn 3, and Robbie Audi was crashed. He just did everything but hit the wall.
Wow.
I mean that's probably the best save of the season. I think
Scott
any other
Wise
driver
have any damage there?
Oh, they were wheel to wheel. It was just two wheel, the front two and back two wheels coming together.
Oh, Wise getting into the back of another car. I think that was Locklear that he got into, or Whitaker. Yeah, that was Locklear.
Yeah, he does not have any damage on that wing there, but aggressive early coming from the back. Had a lot of issues in the race at Chicago, but he's very good open wheel driver on these ovals, and he's gets into the back and he loses a wing. Or maybe it does.
No,
didn't,
it doesn't look like he lost a wing.
Okay, in my screen it dropped a wing, but it's still there. Looks like Robbie Audi almost slides up into him again. It is a hornet's nest from 8th on back.
Yeah, Ladisar in that number 23 car stuck in the middle there, just about gets hit by Scott Speed and pushed down into Robbie Audi, and they're wrecking. Scott Wise gets turned, and that's a 4-car pileup right there. We got to go back and see what happened. What do you think, Jesse?
Yeah, so you see him. Okay, you see him there. Just tight racing. I mean, you can see him coming through here. Just two cars basically come together right there.
That was almost 2 crashes.
Yeah, I agree.
At the same time, because you see Audi here, he backs out of going 3 wide, and that Golf car, I'm not sure what car number that is, but he gets into the back of Audi all of us at the same time. Well, actually, that was netcode right there. And at the same time, Scott Wise and Joey Ladisar, Joey Ladisar get into each other. That was 2 separate incidents.
Yeah, it looked like Wise kind of come down, arc in the corner. Ladisar didn't think he could.
Austin Sarr and Dan Marrera had just nowhere to go, innocent bystanders, but...
Yeah. Tough break early. They've got fast repairs, but it's going to be hard to overcome here. Yeah, we know Scott's a fast racer, but he doesn't show a lot of patience in those situations as we've got cars coming off pit road here. Everybody coming down besides Matt Telder.
Really early on in this race to be reckoned like that. That was what, lap 9, lap 10. They had just crossed the start finish line, I think, for lap 10. So it is really early to be wrecking.
Yeah, but here we are, and under caution. Everybody comes down pit road except Matt Telder, who's going to inherit the lead here.
And
he's
now
going to come
coming.
down now. He doesn't want to be the cog in the wheel up front here. Come get tires. He knows everybody on those new tires are going to be more aggressive than he is.
Looks like Hallinen's going to come in a second time. That's
There's
74
quite a few
car.
coming in. Yeah, there's quite a few. The 24.
Chris Evans and Jonathan Thomas.
Yeah, they're probably going to come in and top it off with fuel. And it seems like these IndyCar races, it's always a fuel mileage race.
Evans missed his
what
pit
they're
stall.
doing, way too close to the wall there. That's all right. Not going to lose any positions here. Now he's backing up to get back in his box.
Had some serious issues getting into his pit stall. Now he's got it going. So
Yeah, so
Corey Melton leads the way, and the the pace lights will be off this time by.
well, no, they added a lap. It looks like there's a mistake made in the lobby, so it looks like they accidentally set it to double wide starts, so they wanted to get that fixed. Giving the 28 of Dan Morera a wave by the pace car, or the 26, I apologize. So they wanted to get 26 back around. Still waiting for race control to change that to single file starts here. So one lap down, we have Robbie Audi in the 44, the 13 of Austin Sarr, and the 31 of Scott Wise. They're all 2 laps down now after they had to come in, get that tow around, and then get that fast repair. So Robbie Audi, the second race in a row, he's had some bad luck. The first race was of his own making, speeding on pit road and then coming out on those cold tires and crashing. This time, nowhere to go. Gets caught up in a crash.
And Austin
Sarr,
after winning in the first race of this doubleheader, he's already found himself 2 laps down.
Yeah, and I feel like I've got to take the blame for that one at the end of the last race. I told him no matter what happens at the oval, whether you wreck on lap 2, remember that you got the win here. So
yeah, you gave him the broadcaster's curse.
I always thought that was a silly thing, but clearly it's not. As these drivers are getting ready to go back green, we're single filed out. The pace car takes a sharp left, filled his left in Corey Melton's hands as he takes off. And then right behind him is the 03 of Ryan Locklear. 77, Sam Fontaine. 83, Jacob Locklear. 23, Joey Ladouceur. So we've got a line of cars now here. Just expect that draft to close that gap from Corey to second place.
And you can really tell that was actually Corey's first time ever leading a restart, because he did not let the pace car go nearly as much as what most of our drivers here in this league do. He almost stayed on the pace car's bumper. Maybe let it go out to a couple seconds, but a lot of the times our drivers will let that pace car jump out to a 10, 15 second advantage and then go once the pace car dives off onto pit road.
Yeah, definitely first time for everything. I think he realized halfway through the turn that he needed to do that, because had to hit the brakes and let him get a ways out. He's new to this IndyCar, as a lot of guys are, still getting used to the rules, but that is a rule, so we may see a penalty come down from that. I'm not sure what the rule is on that, but we've got Ryan Whitaker right behind him, able to close that gap. And he's got his TI teammate, Jacob Locklear, right behind him. And then Extreme Sim Racer, Sam Fontaine. And then Joey Ladouceur in the Moneymakers.
And these guys, it looks like the top 8 or 9 are just willing to stay in a single file, just kind of stay in a draft right now. They don't want to tear up their cars. They're willing to let Corey Melton lead for a while.
Say that as Michael Benedetto goes to the outside.
Yep, the
Trying
25
to get
car.
around Joey Lotteserra.
Oh, and we've got a crash. It looks like Matt Telder.
Yeah, Matt Telder up in the wall.
No caution, it looks like. Oh, we've got more cars spinning around, and that's going to bring out the caution. 44 of Robbie Oddie again, and that's pretty much going to end his race. The 14 of Drift, and looks like the 32 of Thomas, Jonathan Thomas. And he's got heavy damage to that nose.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It looks like down the backstretch is where this all started.
So Matt Telder gets into the wall. Kind of got pushed up by... Once again, that Golf car is involved in this one. And then as they're starting to check up, you can see right there, I think that might be Scott Speed that got into...
Scott Wise.
Scott Wise. Why do I say Speed? That's
Scott
the famous
Speed was
name.
NASCAR. I mean, there was room out there for Telder, but there was not much room, you know. I mean, probably could have gone to the bottom there instead of the top. I think that's what the 27 of Dylan was thinking. So let's go back and look at that again.
Oh, boy. So Telder, I mean, he's there.
But he squeezes up there. I mean, that's a tight move in these Indy cars. A stock car, maybe you move up there, but, you know, an Indy car, that is a small spot to put these cars in. Now, maybe you could argue that the 27 should pull down and let him have more room. As there's a... I don't think that was a wreck on pit road, but I think it may have been.
Oh gosh, that was a bad wreck. That was.
Who is that?
Well, that was Drift right there that got turned by, I think that was Jonathan Thomas. And Thomas just was. Let's make sure that was Thomas. Yep, it was Thomas.
He's missing the nose.
And yeah, he just. They should. Thomas really should have checked up a lot more than he did. But anyway, we're gonna move on. We're only 20 laps into this race, and we've already wrecked twice.
Well, and I think the Thomas thing that you're looking at, yeah, he did run into the back of him, but the green flag was still out at that point. So I can see why there was miscommunication on that. So the green flag was still out when that second incident. But yeah, you're right. We're 20 laps into it. We're working our second caution here. So a lot of the field decided to pit again there. And looks like a lot of them took tires. So
is it possible that they might be able to make it to the end on fuel?
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea what a fuel is.
How about we bring in Corey Melton?
Let's see if we can grab... Let's grab Ryan Whitaker. We haven't talked to him yet this year, I don't think. Hey, Ryan Whitaker. It's the guys up in the booth, buddy. You're running P2 right now. 2 cautions, about 18 laps or so. What's the strategy going forward here?
I don't know what to do with my hands. No, we have a little strategy here. I don't think I can make it without a couple more cautions. So just kind of ride behind Corey is the game plan, and just see how the race falls.
Absolutely. So we got a lot of guys behind you pitted there. Do you think they can make it to the end?
It's going to be, if they save and the cautions fall right, I mean, it's possible. I like track position a little better here. But we'll see. It's 2 different strategies right now. Got a few of us up front, and we'll see who gets the checker flag here.
10-4, buddy. Well, you got 1 to green here, so we'll let you get back to it.
Appreciate
luck.
it, guys. Thanks.
Yep. All right, and that was your second place driver right here, the 03, Ryan Whitaker. So they have lights out on the pace car. Let's see if Corey knows to build that lead now. Does not look like it.
No, he's actually inside the pace car right there.
So if I was the rest of this league, I might back off.
Oh, he's backing up now. Maybe he got a warning from Scala.
Well, nobody came over the radio and has said anything. So he must just wait till turn 3 to do it. Backed her down to 65 miles an hour.
I feel slow.
Here we go. That pace car is going to take a hard left-hand corner.
Really hard.
It's really late on the track. And we're off.
Somebody got a huge run on the high side. I can't tell who that was, but they made up a couple of spots on that outside. Pretty bright green car.
Oh, that is Dan Marrera in the green car.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Marrera got a huge run on the outside on that restart, and he made up a couple of positions. Restarted, I want to say, in 11th. He's already up to 8th.
Doing a great job. That was your points leader coming into this doubleheader Thursday night. So he's hoping to leave the points leader here. And he, right now, is currently behind his closest competition in the points, and Luke Daniels in that 98. Dan getting that big win in our second weekend and is hoping to continue riding that momentum. Got that win at, was it Kansas, where he passed Corey? So our third weekend.
Was that Daniels? Oh,
Dan Marrera.
almost. Oh, Marrera. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Almost gets in. Daniels almost got into. I think that was Benedetto, in the 25. Yeah. But Dan Marrera, yeah, got that win at Kansas, passing Corey Melton on the last lap.
And he's working to the inside right now of new driver Dylan Gonaz.
I want to say it's Gonas, but I mean,
everybody calls him Gonads, so I might just go with that.
I'm not sure that's necessarily a professional name to be, or a name that we can professionally say it on air, but
It's not
who calls this
name.
Professional?
The last... Nobody's ever accused me of being professional. We've got these guys battling towards the back of the front pack here, running in 6th and 7th position, respectively. It looks like he's going to make the move back to the inside. All right, we're still trying to get back to him. That's going to bring Telder into the battle. And it's also side by side with Joey Lonsor and Chris Evans.
And one thing, oh, sorry, Jesse.
Go ahead.
One thing I want to mention is that 27 car has already been involved in both crashes in this race. So these guys really need to be careful around him. He very well could cause another one.
And we don't know if he's a oval driver normally or new to the open wheel, or if this is something that he does regularly, but has definitely been around those crashes, involved in them at some level. So definitely something they need to worry about. Is they're going 3 wide and Telder's right back to his outside.
These guys need to be more careful. We're not even halfway through this race. They've got plenty of time to make moves, to make the moves they need, and they still have a pit stop. So Why race this hard so early on?
Yeah, and that's just, especially with these guys that don't have fast repairs left. It looks like they're 3 wide again, right in
Three
front of
by
Felder.
three. Patience,
Somebody
guys.
backs out.
Woo.
Oh.
Really glad. Oh, we've got
There's
a
a
crash.
wreck.
Yep, 24 car.
Joey Ladouceur and Chris Evans. I don't know if they've been involved in crashes already. It's hard to keep
Oh
track.
my goodness, that 24 car. What? I think he might have gotten loose on the transition of the apron.
Well, they're supposed to stay off that apron. They were given a warning, get off of it. That's absolutely what happened, Alan. Good call there. Unfortunate for Ladouceur, that's going to put behind the 8-ball if he hasn't used a fast repair already.
I think he already has, yeah. He was involved in that first crash.
Yeah, I'm getting... Well, he's still on pit road here, so he towed, but
Yeah, he definitely towed.
we'll see if he gets back around or not.
Oh, 98 car's missing a wheel.
Yeah, I saw him very slow on the track map here, so something happened. Is Corey Melton's going to lead? Looks like the majority of cars down pit road here. Half come, half stay.
Corey Melton and Ryan Whitaker. Jacob Locklear in third. And Matt Telder is going to stay out again.
Yeah, it looks like the 2 of Telder stays out.
As well as the
Matt
25
Bennett-
of Michael
Michael Bennett.
Benedetto.
78 of Cody Beatty. The 14 of Jacob Drift. 31 of Scott Wise, all elected for track position.
Well,
Scott Wise is a lap down. Drift
so
is
is
a lap.
Drift, yeah.
So those guys are both 2 laps down here. So they're going to try to get some track position and work their way back onto the lead lap the hard way. They have to do 2 circuits that way, but the way we've seen this racing, if they can get around them, they can get one of those laps back. They have a chance of getting the caution flag.
They also might have been hoping for a wave around, but with Telder staying out, they're not going to be able to get that. Because
Yeah,
in
so you
IndyCar,
might
there's no
see them-
free pass.
Right, you might see him pit this time by just trying to make up that track position here, but we'll have to wait and see. They all were on pit road last caution, but you see him pulling off here. So we're going to take a very short break real quick, grab a glass of water. We'll come back and get your restart as these guys are coming around to 2 to go here. You're watching the Electronic Motor Racing Network and the Captain TV Open Wheel Series.
This presentation is brought to you by the Electronic Motor Racing Network. We are a for-hire broadcaster. If you would like us to stream your league, contact DayPaulB661 on Discord, member number 1015. Thank you, and enjoy the race.
welcome back to the Electronic Motor Racing Network. We got 1 to green here. These guys working down the backstretch. Looks like Matt Telder is going to be your race leader in that 2 car. Staying out behind him, the 25 of Michael Benedetto, the 78 of Cody Beatty, and then 4 fresh tires behind him. 4 fresh tires behind him. 48 of Corey Melton, 03 of Ryan Whitaker, 83 Jacob Locklear, and then the 27 of Dylan Gonads. And we've got the pace cars getting ready to take that extremely hard left off the track, and the field left in the hands of Matt Telder. Pretty good restart for most of the top guys. Melton's going to look to the outside of Cody Beatty there. And Ryan Whitaker going to try to push him through. So these guys are hoping to be good on fuel now.
83's was in the grass. Looks like he got it sorted out. No caution. And these guys are really tight. Looks like the 23 let everyone by. He's a little slow on track. And Corey Melton already on the back bumper, good lord, rear wing of Matt Telder, and he's going to drive by on his outside. Oh, almost touch.
These guys are trying to side draft almost. I don't know how much
side
of a
drafting has no effect. It does not work.
So, but I don't think some of these drivers know that because they're trying to get super close on these straightaways, and now it looks like who is that? Cody Beatty in the 78 is working his way up to P3 here, as the 48 is going to try to give it another run to the outside. Cody Beatty's going to have to show some patience here unless he thinks he can make it 3 wide for the lead here, as the 27 car has made it up into the 4th position.
Oh boy, that was tight.
So aggressive.
Oh my gosh.
Corey Melton not wanting to run anywhere out front, feels that's the safest place for him, as Cody Beatty in the 78 is going to try to get to his outside now.
Oh, Telder's driving hard. He wants to get back on that wing of Melton, and he's to his outside.
Yeah, none of these guys willing to relinquish the lead here.
And Telder is clearly unhappy.
Yeah, he thought that was an aggressive move to his inside, put him in a bad situation. So he's going to get on that wing and try to get him loose and upset.
And here comes Beatty in that 78.
Yeah, there's 5 cars under a blanket, 6, 7 cars in this lead pack here. You saw him string out the last run, not wanting to do it now. We're over halfway. We're coming to 24 to go. 23 to go. Now we're coming to got 22 laps left here.
And Beatty to the outside of Corey Melton.
And Telder willing to push anyone besides the 48 right now. He's not happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's
going to take it 3 wide. 3 wide. Not going to work. Doesn't that outside up by the wall just doesn't have the kind of speed that he needs to be able to hold on to that spot.
Yeah, I feel like Telder was trying to hold the bottom there, like
behind them too.
48, yeah.
Oh, Scott Speed!
Scott Wise.
Dang it! Why do that?
And he's going to be done for the day. That's a big crash there, as we got some cars stuck inside of each other.
Yeah, the 74 of Zachary Hallinan, and it looks like Luke Daniels in the 98. Maybe.
Yeah, let's go back and look at that. You're going to want to be on the 31 of Scott Wise.
We're going.
Looks like it started with him. So you see him go 3 wide into the corner here. He's just gonna push up off the corner.
I wonder if he touched the apron there. Yeah, he did. He touched the apron and the car got loose just a little bit, and that just caused a big crash with Gonas and Hallinan, and looks like Luke Daniels. I think that was Luke Daniels. I'm not 100% positive, but
yeah. I don't. No, Daniels was not in that crash.
No, was that Benedetto? That was Michael Benedetto. Yeah, that was Benedetto.
Yeah, it's hard for. Tough luck for Benedetto, man. It seems like every time he gets in one of these cars that he ends up in an incident, even not of his own doing.
Yeah. Definitely unfortunate.
Yeah. He's back out there, though. Had a fast repair, came in, got it fixed up, and exiting pit road now.
So now we have pretty much 4 cars out of the race. Well, 3 cars. Joey Ladouceur's not out. But that was Robbie Oddie, Chris Evans, and Scott Wise. All 3 of them, well, Robbie Oddie out early. Evans and Wise were taken out in that crash there. Because they do not have their fast repairs anymore. And that's actually going to give a couple spots to Ladouceur by the end of this race. So, good thing he stayed out as long as he did, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Every position matters and is a point in that big picture championship race. And he's hoping to be able to capitalize on that as he is running. And Ladouceur is currently in 7th position right now in the points. Only 4 points behind Robbie Oddie, who has had a tough race in both races tonight. So he could easily make up that position on Oddie.
And if he passes Scott Wise within the next 5 or 6 laps, hey, that's another point. And guess what? That he'll be 3 points ahead of Robbie Oddie in this race.
Well,
so that's a good start.
I don't know how they do the points here, so
I think each position is a point. But we'll have to ask Chris. We'll have to ask Scala about that to make sure. Scala, if you're in the chat, let us know what your point system is, just so we can cover our bases here.
So it looks like we're coming to 1 to go here, maybe.
Yep.
1 lap to green. So to reset the field, we got the 48 of Corey Melton out front, the 78 of Cody Beatty behind him, then the 2 of Matt Telder right behind him, then the 03 of Ryan Whitaker, Jacob Locklear, rounding out your top 5.
The 27 of Dylan Gonas is in 6th. The 98 of Luke Daniels is in 7th. 8th place is Sam Fontaine. Michael Benedetto is 1 lap down, and Jonathan Thomas are both 1 lap down. So 8 cars on the lead lap here, Jesse. Did you expect this?
No, I mean, kind of, yeah. We saw what happened at Auto Club last week with a lot of wrecks and everything. So these ovals are tricky. They've proven to be tricky with no fenders on the car. So I did kind of expect it, but I didn't expect only 8 cars to be on the lead lap. But with all the wrecks that everybody's been in, everybody that's crashed is a lap down. So we're coming back to green here, but we'll see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different strategies out there right now with tires. So we'll see which one's the correct one, as the 48 gets a pretty good jump there. Expect that draft to pull everybody back up, though. And just a note to catch the viewers up on, there was some drivers under that caution saying how much fun that racing was at the front. So maybe not some upset drivers like we were expecting, possibly, but enjoyed that racing no less, even if they were upset a little bit. So they're looking forward to getting back at it. Hopefully nobody makes a mistake and wads these front four up as they are gone to the rest of the field. As Telder's going to go to the middle, not going to be able to make it work. They lose a little ground. But the front four have a breakaway at the front. About a second on fifth place driver. Do you think those guys in that second pack there are saying, you guys go ahead, battle up there, wad them up, and we'll take the win the easy way?
It's possible, but, you know, these guys are three very talented drivers. I'm not sure if we're going to see these guys wad them up here late in this race. But it's, once again, possible.
I mean, the later we get, the harder they're going to drive, and the easier it's going to be to, get into each other. But, it does make a difference that they're good drivers. But then we've got Lotta Sir coming up in here. No, that's not him. I apologize.
And Scala is updating us on the points. It's traditional IndyCar points with bonus points for the fastest lap, or with a bonus point for the fastest lap and 2 bonus points for 0 incidents. Honestly, if you're an IndyCar fan, I mean, you know what that means, but I still don't know the points format for IndyCar. So we're asking Chris to kind of elaborate on that. Yeah. Oh,
as we've got,
boy, Melton almost got up into Beatty there.
Yeah, these guys being 2 and 3 wide has brought the field back, and now we've got driver on the outside. They're looking for wide. That's Michael Benedetto up to the front again. He's got fresh tires,
and he's a lap car.
Is he a lap car?
Yeah, he wants he wants to get his lap back.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's stressful there.
Oh, it's close.
They're coming up.
We got a crash. We got another crash. Was that the 03? Oh,
yes,
the 03, and someone is upside down. I can't tell who that is. That's the 32, it looks like. And he's already been involved in a crash. Jonathan Thomas. Zachary Hallinen's been involved in a crash. He's done for the day. And obviously, he was in second place, Ryan Whitaker, for a while. What happened here?
Yeah, we're going to have to go back and watch it. I don't know.
Oh, got run over by the 27.
Yeah, I think that...
Did he get the apron?
I think what happened No, I think what caused that was the 48 was blinking real bad going down the front stretch. And he disappeared for quite a while, and so these guys, he got clipped by the 25. The 25.
Oh, yeah, the 25, Michael Bennett. Oh, my goodness. And the 32 just ran straight over the 74.
I don't know where to go.
But let's go to the 25 and see his perspective here. So he takes them 3 wide. I mean, this is a lap car racing the leaders, right? He wants his lap back.
That's the only thing he can do. Yeah, that's what he has to do here.
But
he's going to cut the middle there, and then... Was that net code on your screen? I couldn't...
it was...
I didn't see contact.
It was very, very close. That that was netcode. But at the same time, was he going to that's Ryan Whitaker came up just a tiny bit, but
that was code there.
that was
all the way.
netcode for sure.
Unless he got scared and turned the wheel to the left, which
That's possible.
it is possible. It would have made me flinch.
Because that was a very quick move by that 25. And then the 74, nowhere to go when Ryan hit the brakes. And
I mean,
see if
yeah,
the
looking on his in car, that's what happened. Is he flinched when he came down. And
does the 98 get a little bit of damage there? Like, yeah, oh
definitely.
yeah, he definitely got damaged.
And
That's
just
a
for the
big
viewers
hit.
that weren't here during the last race, would you please elaborate on how that car is going to drive with that wheel? What was that you described as? Not good.
Not good,
So,
yeah.
Technical definition of how a car drives
without a front wheel. And we do have that elaboration by Chris Scala. First place.
Hold on.
What?
Never mind. He's done talking now. I was trying to hear what race control was saying. So they were saying something about a lap car, but couldn't quite understand what it was talking about. So go ahead, finish your thought.
Okay, so basically, first place gets 50 points, second gets 40, 35 for third, 32 for fourth, fifth gets 30 points, and basically decrease by 2 until 10th. At 10th place gets 20 points, and then down 1 point until we get to 25th. So 25th on back gets 5 points.
Okay.
So, yeah. 50, 40, 35, 32, 30, 28, 26, 24, 22, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14,
now we're
13,
in the weeds.
12. Yeah. And then, yeah. So, yeah. I was right
anyway, right now, Corey Melton's out front. 78 Cody Beatty's behind.
And the whole point of that was
more
to
points
see
than everybody.
Was to see like Joey Ladisser, how many points he was going to make up on Robbie Audi.
Well, if you're a mathematician, you let me know.
Well,
I have
he's 4 points ahead of Robbie Audi.
Okay, sounds good. I'll take your word for it because I ain't got a clue.
Okay.
You're behind, bud.
Oh, yep.
They're coming through 3 and 4.
Because I'm at half speed. Sorry.
That would take forever. So here we go. We've got the 48 and the 78 still out front.
We've only
Matt
got
Teller's
4 laps
dropped back
left.
to 5th place, so coming to 3 to go.
4.
No, 4 to go. Okay, you're right. Pay attention. What's new? So the question's going to be, can the 48 stay out front, but also can he not blink again? Did he get those connection issues?
Oh, Cody Beatty.
Big shot. Now
He's
this is
gotta
going to bring all those other drivers back, but he had to make this move as we come to 3 to go. And we've got the 48 on the bottom, the 78, but coming with a big run is the 83 of Jacob Locklear. Sam Fontaine trying to get to his outside, but these guys are coming to 2 to go. And here we've got the 48, 2 laps to go. But it's a 4-car battle. It's going to bring Matt Telder back to the pack with everybody running too wide. Are they going to be able to get a run on the 48 car since they're too wide? He's been hugging that white line on the bottom.
One little mistake.
And it was almost there. The 83's on the apron. 1 lap to go.
Oh, they're wrecking.
They're wrecking behind. Right now we've got the 78, the 48 out front. It's whoever gets back to the line first as we've got a battle. But here comes Telder. He's not letting up yet. And they're going to touch almost. And they're coming around. Who's going to get there first? The 48 gets him.
Oh,
as
man!
Telder gives him a bump. Telder tried to get a bump draft to get around the 48. But not going to make it happen.
So much happened in that final lap. Just the last lap alone.
These guys on the radio are hilarious. That's funny. All right, so man, a fun race. Matt Telder coming back for another P3 finish, man. A great weekend for him. Let's get him up to the booth. If I can get him the right screen. If he's going to be hanging on with us, he might be bounced out of here already. I know he wasn't happy with that move that the 48 made on him, and he gone. I've not seen him. Are you seeing him?
I'm not. I'll ask.
So, well, heck, let's get Cody Beatty in here. And then we'll get Cody Beatty, man, P2. You and the 48 had an awesome battle coming for, gosh, probably the last 20, 30 laps, man. Tell us about it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun there. I knew only shot I was gonna have to do was try to see if I could side draft him a little bit, and we made a little contact there on that last lap, and it kind of got me a little high, and from there he had it all the way to the line, dragging me. Telder tried to bump me towards the end to push me to the win, but come up just short.
Yeah, man. Well, man, that was a lot of fun to watch. Was it as much fun out there for you to just be neck and neck for 20 laps there, and you made a quick decision on that restart to jump out there? Did you think that was your only chance, or did it ever cross your mind to kind of hang back to the white flag lap?
Coming racing around there, it was a whole lot of fun, and I knew on that restart I needed to try to get to the outside, because if somebody behind me got to the outside, it was going to be very hard to try to get a run, because it was going to put first and the leader side by side. So I knew my only chance to probably win would be to go to that outside, and it's a little hard to pass, especially somebody who's on that bottom. You have to really get on and force them down there and try to force them into a mistake, but Corey just ran a perfect race.
Yeah, it looked like you guys about touched each other in 1 and 2 there, where you trying to crowd him to make that mistake. So how was the heart rate during all that?
It was up. I promise you, it was up. Heart was beating, but it was a whole lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, man. You got second place. Look forward to seeing you next week, buddy.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks. All right, and there you go. That was Cody Beatty, P2. Let's get Corey Melton in here. Still no sign of Telder. I'm just looking over one more time. See if I missed him.
And guys,
doesn't look like it.
That finish was 9/1000ths of a second. Can you believe that?
What do you say, Corey? Can you believe that?
Hey, boy. Who's in
I heard
the house?
you saying on the radio after that finish that I'll clean it up some, that your heart was jumping out of your chest.
Man.
Tell us about that race.
I thought for sure, just like Dega and Daytona, man, that Cody was in the catbird seat there, man. I was like, I'm not gonna wreck. I'm gonna take a P2 and walk away with a big smile if he gets around me, and I'm just gonna hug the white line, pedal to the metal, and see what happens.
Oh.
What happened there was you were able to hold him off and took home the checkered flag.
Bro, I led 58 laps, man. Holy crap. Like, I got a huge shout out from what I could tell real quick before I forget to Ryan Whitaker, I believe, was the guy that was behind me for a long time. Never made a crazy move, never just was riding, clocking laps. So thank him, because that's not been the way we've ran previously. So That was freaking wild, man. And that, I was in the chat with my teammate Scott, and talking about, man, for lap 30, what was it, lap 30? Anything? I was like, anything after lap 31, I'm pitting, taking tires and fuel, and that's it. I'm done on pit road. And it sure as hell, like lap 35 or 36 or whenever, I was like, there we go. And now if I could just come out here first, then I got a chance to actually finish the deal. And holy crap, man, my heart's still beating like crazy. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Yeah, so we've got to ask you about something. So you come out, you're on fresh tires, you're the most aggressive car on the track, you're behind the two of Matt Telder. He's hugging the bottom. You forced your way down there, buddy. Like, what went through your mind in that moment when you saw daylight enough between him and the apron to not get on it, but wasn't much daylight?
I'm trying to find that right now before you pulled me up here, because from what I could tell, and from my vantage point, is he was blocking me on the high side too. So like my intention was just to ride up there and just keep with him and stay in clean air, so I didn't have to worry about my car breaking free or anything. Just cruising up there. I didn't like riding behind him. And he was coming up, and he was coming up. It wasn't nothing over aggressive, but it was, he was halting a lot of my high side runs. And so I was getting frustrated, and he moved up coming out of 2, I think. And as he moved up, I jerked it and jerked it below him. And I was like, if my left side's not below the white line, I'm not lifting. But if I go below the white line, I'll lift and give it to him. And
yeah, it was into turn 1 on lap 43. Alan, I don't know if you want to try to get to that or.
I'm still
right here. Here we go. So yeah, just crazy, man. So right there. Yep. Going into turn 1.
We're on the finish here, Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who crossed the line first?
So it's on lap 43.
Yeah, I'm watching. Let's see. Let's go to the chopper. Let's take a look here. So I'm just riding up there. Cody goes above me.
Go to chase.
48. Bar chase.
Oh man.
There you go.
I had plenty of room. The only thing I would say is I will apologize based on what I'm watching right now. Real quick. I won't. The move I made was good. I think the only problem is, for some reason, we kind of met in the middle a little. I definitely moved up more than he came down, but I definitely got into him a little bit there in the middle of the turn. So definitely didn't mean to do that, but from what I can see on my replay, man, there was almost 2 IndyCar widths there.
We just wanted to get your take on it there, and
appreciate
you giving that to us. We'd love to get Matt in here to give us his take on it as well.
Yeah,
so
he's more than welcome to come to send me a message too, man. Great. It was me, him, and Cody were getting after it, man. It was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was a lot of fun to watch. Congratulations on your first Indy win. No surprise it comes on an oval.
Hey, look, buddy. Yeah, I finished a road course and won an oval.
Hey, how about that? So, well, congratulations on the win, buddy.
Next time, give us a burnout.
With what car? I had to get out and walk to victory lane.
Yeah. So, well, congratulations on a P1.
Yeah, man. Thank you, sir.
Later.
Yes, sir. You guys have a good night, man. Thank you.
All right, and there's first place, Corey Melton. You guys heard it from him about what happened there in lap 43. We talked about it a lot after that. Squeezed in a hole that he thought was big enough for 2 Indy cars after going back and looking at it. Matt has left the building.
Yeah, still no sign of Telder.
I'm unfortunately not able to talk with him to get his side of the story there. Hopefully we'll be able to talk at him another time. But why don't you wrap this up? Put this whole night on a boat for us, Alan.
Yeah.
We saw the street course, and then we saw some good racing on an oval.
This whole night turned out to be just, well, one crazy night, to be totally honest. It was wreck filled. The racing was really aggressive, and we saw a couple of I want to say first-time winners, right? Saar was a first-time winner, and Corey Melton was a first-time winner. Or was Saar?
I don't remember. I don't think he had won. I think he's finished on the podium a couple times.
I think you're right. I don't think he's won. So, yeah, it's really cool to see those first-time winners, and cool to see them give themselves a chance for the championship, because we're down to 10 races left, 9 now in this season, and this is about the time that you want to start getting your footing under you. Rabiati had a bad night. Ladisser had a bad night. There were some really good drivers that did not have good runs. Obviously, Daniel's got a second and a fourth, so that was really key for his possible championship hopes. So it's gonna be a real interesting season from here.
Absolutely. Well, we are going to come back next week, and looking forward to that. We're going to be looks like we're going to be going to Michigan International Speedway, where the Cup cars are this weekend, and it looks like we're going to be having a run down to the finish. So Michigan next week, Long Beach, then duels at Texas, another doubleheader weekend. And Dan Marrero, your points leader, did not have a good night tonight. So we will have to wait and see when the points are updated. Did Luke Daniels do enough to overtake his competitor? We're going to have to wait and find out. But you'll hear next week on Electronic Motor Racing Network for the Captain TV Open Wheel Series. Good night.